Hi YouTube! Are y'all ready to play YouTube? Hi YouTube! I'm sorry about yesterday's video, YouTube. I forgot to record it in horizontal, so I know that it was a little bit lower quality, but this one will not be. So hi YouTube! Love that video. You should do. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna just keep trying that out. I did that video just because I was like, you know, it's a new channel. Let's do it. And it worked. I have a lot of opinions about games. I obviously am going to keep learning about Genshin Impact's lore. Even if I'm going to go into Honkai Star Rail, I'm still going to be playing Genshin Impact as my main game, but I will be exploring the story of Honkai Star Rail. And you know, it took us a while to get through Genshin. It's going to take us a while to get to Honkai. We're all gamers. We'll figure it out. We'll get to the end. Let's spend some resin. Let's see what we can do today. I never know what I can do on a Saturday. I'm sure like everyone, I have like so many people who see this now, and like I bet every time that y'all are like, Fawn, when are you ever gonna figure it out, girl? Not today. Can't do that. What do I normally do? Does Farina need anything? Love the variety on the channel. Thank you, Birdseed. I'm trying to keep it a little bit together, but you know what? I've just noticed that I'm not the type of person that can just do one thing. I have a lot of opinions, so I'm trying from the get-go to like let people know, hey, I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff. There we go. We can do this. Wait, what level is that sword? Yeah, we can do one of these. So I'm going to do Cecilia Garden once. Let me get
exactly is it?
Let me get some crystal flies and stuff, and then I'm going to do Cecilia Garden. I'll find something else to spend some resin on too. I know you're planning on doing character quests on your own time, but I would 100% recommend doing Father's Quest on stream. It's so gaggy. Absolutely unaware, honestly. The moment...
May I be excused to pitch it in?
You know, I might. I'm still going to be streaming Genshin until the event's up because I basically have to. I don't really have time to fit Honkai and Genshin in. But once Honkai starts, we're not going back because then Honkai's never going to get done. But yeah, I mean, maybe we've got time. I don't really know what we're going to do after Dainsleif. Hi, Damsel. Welcome, Mother. Maybe what we'll do is we'll slowly progress through Honkai, and then every like update will like come back to Genshin. But I want Genshin to be my main game for now. That's not to say that like the things I've seen on Honkai aren't good. I just like I can only do one at a time. Fun. Do you plan to react to the past limited events on YouTube or something? There's some events I feel like you would love. Yes, but right now I'm still trying to get through Cloud Retainer's quest. I'm aware of all of those things though. Thank you. I just genuinely legit don't have the time to do 3-hour quests every day. Speaking of character quests, will you upload reactions to the cutscenes? I'm probably not going to do that. I really don't have the time to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do them in my time. I'll form my opinions, and I will like I'm going to do videos similar to Furina, but they really take a lot of overhead. Let me just contextualize it. That Furina video took me 3 hours to produce. That's like a whole stream, you know. I'm really trying to like. It's starting, doing this for like a year straight is starting to affect my personal life, so I'm really trying to establish a work-life balance. So thank you for understanding that. We can help. Yeah, I think Abyss might be the new arc. I feel like that might be cute to do because I need to work on that. Where are my...
Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Where are... I had them marked. Okay.
Someone needs assistance.
Okay. I know that you guys aren't pressuring me. It's just I get like I get asked a lot, like, react to this, look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that, and I just don't want to be rude and ignore you, but I have to give you my honest answer. I am aware of it. I very much am aware of it. That's just what I want you to know is like, I know that it's out there. Don't tell me that I already have, Okay, I already had them. Cool. Okay, so let's go do that. I guess we got a lot of grinding to do today. We can get some cool stuff in today. Get some drops and stuff. What's your daytime job? This.
I'll catch up.
Okay, Noelle. Get it together, girl. Hi, Maddie. Thank you, Redo. Wait. I'm going to this. What? Oh, sorry, guys. I got confused. My brain was going towards that pickaxe because I'm in streamer brain mode. It's been a hot sec since I caught the Genshin stream. Hi, Dave. How have you been? Also, let's talk about the way you were so hesitant, uncertain at the beginning. What's best to post on YouTube and worrying about finding your rhythm, and now you're going for it and see what works. Now that's growth. Yeah, but that's how I am with everything. Like that's how I was with Genshin too.
I stand before it alone and
absolutely unaware. Thank you so much. The thing is like you guys really do boost me up, like telling me that I could just really do anything and you guys would like enjoy it. I remind myself of that when I'm like overthinking content. I'm really proud of like the more energy that the higher energy like things like that Trickster Online video, even though like I don't even think it's hit 1,000 yet. I know it's super niche. I'm not sitting here being like, oh, what was me? I'm very proud of that video, you know? But realistically, doing that with TikTok and Twitch really kind of drove me crazy a little bit. And I was like, as much as I would love to do that like every 2 weeks, I can't. And that's the learning lesson that I had. So it was like, okay, what else can I do? And I just really thought back on what you guys told me. And it was like, you know, just be yourself. And that's what I did. And like, I know that like that video is not viral or anything, but I posted that on my YouTube page, the most recent one on the Genshin, and it got so many thousands of views. And you know, what was really lovely was the actual like response. Like, I really felt proud of the fact that, like, it's so hard to explain, but like, I have this insecurity, and it's really been breaking since I've started content creation, where I really genuinely feel sometimes that I'm like speaking a foreign language to people. Like, I will just yap. And I feel, I've been burned many times of being tuned out by people, and I just know what that feels like. And I guess I internalized it and convinced myself that I like wasn't making sense. But through doing content creation, I've challenged myself and I've watched myself for hours and hours and hours. And one thing that I noticed was the more insecure that I am, the more I'm thinking about how I'm saying things, the less I make sense. So I just let it flow now. And it's something I do for hours a day. So it's quite easy, and I have a lot of opinions. So yeah, that worked. But I mean, like, I'm sure maybe I'm gonna post a video about Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy X-2, and like nobody's gonna watch it, but that's fine. You live and you learn. I'm just really happy. YouTube is such a, as much as I like really like have my opinions about like the certain state of like content creation and like the internet and stuff like that, YouTube actually does reward you, and it feels as though they want you to make content and they want you to like do your best and they want to reward you for it. Whereas TikTok, quite literally, let me tell you this, TikTok just recently stopped punishing my account. For every 1,000 views, they paid me 17 cents since January. It's now up to about 57 cents per 1,000 views. YouTube pays me $7 per 1,000 views. Now you can add all that up. I'm not making a lot of money. You can go look at my views. My Genshin video got me monetized, but my Genshin video did not fully monetize. They monetize everything after you apply to the program. So even if you make 100,000 views, you don't get any of that money until after you're approved for the program. So like every video that I post will now make that much, but like it kind of varies. So like that Furina video is like $4. Another video is like $9. So it kind of averages out to like 7, right? But like, it feels so validating because for a minute I was like, maybe I can't do this. I don't know how I'm supposed to survive on 50 cents per 1,000 views. So it just feels better. It feels so much better to be like, I thought that like my content wasn't what the internet wanted, you know? But it's whatever. Y'all know me. The goal for me is literally to just have enough money to pay my bills. Thank you guys for the hype train, by the way. Sorry, I'm not like Tyler Oakley. I don't have any like special things for the hype train. I just say thank you. Hi, Jem. Tomorrow I'm going to create a starting screen and a BRB screen. Oh, nice, Josu. Good luck.
Hey girlie, hold still.
I'll tell you, starting up a stream is probably the longest time that you'll spend. When I do like updates to streams, when I'm redoing my overlays and stuff like that, it can take all day long. It can take all day long. But once it's set up, streaming can be quite easy to do. Another challenge. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you, Jem. Thank you, Mantis. Thank you, Mantis, for subscribing. You do have to like engage, so that requires a certain level of energy, but the nice thing is like you're engaging on stuff that you like, you know, so it kind of comes naturally. The back end of streaming requires a lot of setup, but once you get it going, it's quite nice. And then when you're like me and you've done it for like a year, it just like flows. Like I can just go online, and other than doing my makeup, I just go online and it's just like I'm just chilling. Fawn, didn't you already? Yeah, I wanted to do it a couple more times because I was like, maybe I'll need some more. And I had like extra, so. Are you planning on talking about the healer strike going on in Final Fantasy XIV? Or do you think it's too soon to tell? Cola, it's way too soon to talk about that. And honestly, I will never ever make content talking about what I don't like or making opinions. I really am actually quite disappointed in the Final Fantasy XIV community because it skews older, and I'm seeing a lot of content creators who want to monetize on the hype. I get it. It's been 2 years since Final Fantasy XIV has had anything relevant to talk about, but I think it's so dangerous. I talked about this in my Genshin video, and this is what is so frustrating. It's so dangerous to have a game that you love and be a content creator for it, and you focus on every single thing that can stir the pot because you want to make money. Then when that game gets canceled, when that game stops making money because everyone finds it as an antagonistic place and it's no longer like relaxing and fun, we're all confused as to why no one wants to play Final Fantasy XIV. A healer strike in Final Fantasy XIV, the disparity between healers, the disparity between healing and DPS and tanking, mitigation, and all that stuff comes down to the players. Every single person has the same exact options on how to do things. Healer strikes are just people who are bored trying to make drama off of nothing because they haven't even played a game yet. They have not even played the game yet. They don't know anything about high end. They obviously haven't played multiple expansions because every single expansion they've shown on live letters and developer panels that nobody watches that they have Excel sheets on how every single job is going to play every single high-end Savage. And we haven't even played the Savage yet. Healer Strike? Just be real. You're trying to make money on YouTube. That's so stupid. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. That's what I don't like about video games right now. Like, be so real. Why is there a healer strike? Because people are drumming up nothing. I don't get it. Final Fantasy XIV has not had a balance issue since Stormblood. That's like 6 years. And anytime people say, well, actually, bring up FF logs right now and tell me in FF logs that any of the disparities between the classes does not come down to how the player was playing. Hi, CMB. Oh wait, can I upgrade this?
Shine down.
Not yet. Hi, Water. But just to be clear, I don't know anything about the healer strike because I saw one little clickbait video of somebody being like, healer strike, and I was like, I'm not getting involved in that. I genuinely, the only Discord that I look at for 14 is the hunt train, so I can get pings on getting my stuff. I honestly turn off chats on most games right now because I just feel like most gaming communities are so obsessed with negativity that I literally don't have the bandwidth to be depressed. I have things to do. I don't understand playing a game you hate. Spending money on a game you hate. Thank you, Redo. Thank you guys for the hype train. I mean, thank you. I don't know what we're grinding today. Oh, we can do this. I don't have the balance Discord. No, the balance is so toxic. Every time I've tried to have a conversation in the balance, it's just been so unpleasant. I use the Final Fantasy XIV Reddit Discord just to watch the translations during the live letter. And I don't, it's not just 14, it's most games. Like I play Overwatch with chat off. I don't look at Genshin videos either. I had some people showing up in my Genshin comment section trying to talk about meta, and I was like, I literally said in the video, I'm not here to talk about meta, I'm here to talk about the story. I'm here to talk about writing. It's like, people are really, really obsessed with like hyper-focusing on the negative, and I say this about every single game when it gets hyped up. I don't look at trailers, I don't look at hype, because people have come to conclusions about how much they hate the game before they've even played it. This is every single game. Every single game. It's not just 14. Every single game. Genshin Impact. Somebody in my comment section was talking about leaks about Natlan and why they don't like it because of the leaks. Baby, you haven't played it.
Popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people?
Oh my goodness. And you know what? If this is what you do, then stop playing it. Or like Emily. People were asking me, people showed up in my chat asking me about Emily and then immediately were like, oh, I don't like her. I just found out about her 30 seconds ago. Whew, that gets me heated. Sorry. I'm excited about Final Fantasy XIV. Me and the girlies in the Discord are really excited to play Final Fantasy XIV. Meta is fun. It scratches an itch. I love to see the numbers go up too, but like at a certain point, it's like just play with the calculator. You want to download Final Fantasy? I say try to get on Primal, but I don't know how the data centers are. They get quite congested, especially during hypes. Fawn, you should listen to Sethos' voice line about I hate them in Kave. He kind of clocked the girls a bit. Hi, fun fact. My last grade group was obsessed with their parses. It got in the way of clearing mechanics efficiently. Yes, thank you, Cola. Like, parsing is fine. Parsing can be a tool. It's obviously against TOS. I don't parse, and I've cleared every... I cleared Blue Mage relevant A8S, Brute Justice on Blue Mage when it was relevant content for Blue Mage without a parse. You don't need parsing. People are so obsessed with... Oh! Min-maxing is fun, but it's not the whole game. Gotta bounce off. Okay, Jem. I hope you've been having a good time. I know that you've been busy. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Make yourselves at home.
Another test subject.
I think the only time that you should ever start discussing, like, when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV, because Final Fantasy is a very, very balanced game, the only time that you should ever be bringing that up is if you are in the world race to be the world first on Ultimate. Those are the only caliber of players that should ever be throwing their hat into the ring of how to develop and design the combat system of Final Fantasy XIV, because I'm sorry, I have played MMORPGs, tab target MMORPGs since I was 13 years old, and I've never seen a game so balanced. I would not be spending $15 a month on hiatus for a game to make sure that it stays online if I thought that it was low quality, because I clock things that I don't like. Meta players, Genshin has no ranking system, but the community itself made it. Yeah, I see, but that's the thing. This is what frustrates me, is like people come at me with this energy and like I literally don't look at it. Like it's so optional to play the game without any of that. I am an example of it. Oh, Cola. Don't ever worry about that, Cola. Thank you for showing up. I do this so our community can have a space to talk and like chat and hang out, you know? Thank you for saying that, but I want you to make sure that you're okay, you know? The thing is though, I'm gonna be real, I get it. As a content creator, I get it. Sometimes the well runs dry, But I made it a point a long time ago, and a lot of people can attest to this who watch me even back on TikTok. I only focus on videos that give me joy because I cannot. Editing is not a fun process. I don't know. I have never met a single person who likes the process of editing. It's fun when you get to the part where you add the effects, but everything else is so. The 90% of editing is very, very dry. I will not ever make a video and edit a video that makes me miserable. So I'm talking about stuff that I like. You love editing? I like, okay, this is what I don't like about editing. I don't like that once the project gets to a certain point, the computer starts stuttering. I don't like comping stuff. Like I've gotten better at it. And it's also up to how you record. Like if you're the type of person that stutters and fumbles your words, it's going to be a nightmare editing. And like I definitely like have my creative juices, but the sense of urgency with editing is like really what gets me, because like I have to post these videos this week and I know that editing's going to take me like 3 hours, and it's like, oh my god. And I'm also an impatient person. Yes, the file management part. Yes. Oh my goodness. Even with 2 screens, I have like a vertical screen. I have like a folder here, a folder here, a folder here, and it's like I could just get this done so much faster if my computer just knew what I wanted. Fawn, if you need an editor. Okay, comment. I'll keep that in mind. I've been playing Genshin for a year and I've never played with meta things. The thing is like I look at meta, right? Definitely for sure, because there's value to it. I love to express the characters that I like. I love to maximize my characters the way that I like to. The characters that I want to express. So I will rely on that part of the community, but there's so much value placed on that. It still comes from me because I don't build them right. I play the game for fun and lore.
I'll catch up.
But you know what? I'm not going to go fully into this because I haven't finished the video, and it's also a little bit of like a bigger thought that I don't think that I have the verbiage to fully talk about. What's this guy's name? He's like Foreign Man something. He's like getting really popular lately with video essays, and he talks about sort of different topics and industries and sectors of society and how they intersect with being black. He was talking about the difference between like esports and like fighting games and things like that, and how in America specifically, and I know a lot of people in chat can confirm this because I can confirm this, fighting games are like what a lot of like African American black people play, because and culturally a lot of people grew up with like a communal gaming environment. I remember having that. Like I would bring my PlayStation over to my grandma's house, and my cousins would bring his GameCube over from his house, and we would play at our grandma's for the weekend, and we would like share. We'd play fighting games and stuff like that. Grandma was on the couch playing with us and like all that kind of stuff. But there's also a part of gaming. I'm not talking about the racial aspect. I'm just saying that I was watching a video talking about race that was mentioning this, and it helped me to have a perspective that I didn't notice. There's also games that are very isolated, like Final Fantasy and Genshin Impact, where people have a tendency to look for community by trying to show that they are good at it, right? But when that goes unchecked, that's when we start having this crazy Twitter feud about why this character should like be canceled because technically they're not even useful in the game anyway. And it's like, well, who said that had value? I think that we are forgetting to check just how valuable meta is, or at least the big number is, when the game has so much more to offer. But I think it's because the game itself kind of breeds an isolated experience where you don't really, I mean, we're playing together right now, but that's because we fostered a Twitch community. For the most part, you're just kind of like on your own. So I definitely get where it's coming from, and I don't think that it's just like out of nowhere. There's definitely a reason why it's like that. The Genshin tier list discourse. The vast majority of players do not care about anything but how the characters look, and that's what Twitter forgets. You also have to remember that the internet is a very, very vocal minority. I think a lot of people are starting to pick up that phrase, and I like that phrase because it really does show what the internet is like. It's a very vocal, small group of people. But the thing is we remember things that make us feel bad more than the things that make us feel good. So while most of us are kind of just playing the cute anime characters and just having fun, it feels as though everybody is just like being negative.
Strike a pose. Make yourselves at
Anyway, a good yap, y'all. People forget that every unit against you can be built to be great. Yeah, I mean, look at my Noelle. See, my Noelle meta is I get I get my friends to help me. So yeah. See, the thing is I get quite heated about it. I think that's what it is too, is like we get heated about games that we care about because video games do, for us nerds, video games are so important because they scratch an itch that you can't get in real life. So anytime people start coming for my game, I'm like, please stop being reckless with your language. Please stop being reckless with your language. Go take that somewhere else. Happy Prime! There's a Pride update on Pokero? For real? That's good optics for them. The way everyone was trashing Mika for being the worst character. But the thing is, people don't read. He heals and buffs attack speed. Cloran and Mika and Fischl. Ooh, that sounds fun. See, okay. When we catch up on Dainsleif, it's time for me to like really start building out. We're gonna crack those moons open and build out Noelle because I want to start playing with other characters too. Like obviously, I love Noelle.
Steady as stone.
This is my first time catching you live. I've deep dived the whole day and looked at a bunch of your Genshin content. You're so funny, I can't. Hitanio, I assume you found the VOD channel. Thank you so much. YouTube lately has been really boosting me and putting me in front of a lot of people, and I'm just so glad that people are finding me. If you found my VODs, then you'd know the vibe here. But if you found me on my main channel, YouTube, where I'm like doing a little bit more of a structured content, I'm a yapper. If you saw me yapping for 30 minutes, get ready to see me yapping for 3 hours. But welcome. So glad to have you. We're always happy to have new people. Thank you so much for stopping by. Welcome, Hitanio. We are finishing up some dailies here. I do my dailies with the girly pops because they carry me. I'm pretty... Yeah, we're finishing up the end of Fiorina's character story, and then we're going to go see what our favorite overgrown twink is up to. You know, I was trying to be like, professional for, cause you know, I'm doing the Hoyo event right now. But you know what? This is me, Hoyoverse. Whatever. Thank you so much. $6.09. Noelle donate. Noelle, thank you, Noelle. Oh my goodness, Noelle. I'm gonna get myself a Burger King Burger Whopper with Noelle's money. Thank you, Noelle. She said, would you like 1 Whopper or 2? Thank you, Simba. Noelle did donate while fighting. She went like this, and her card swiped on the Venmo. She said, let's do that real quick. Would you like 1 Whopper or 2? I'm gonna ask my boyfriend to take me to Burger King this evening. I'll say, sweetheart. Wait, no, Burger King's probably closed when I'm done streaming. That's a good thing. I don't need Burger King. I don't need to eat Burger King. I have food at home. You got Gritty Goose? I think I have Gritty Goose. Wait, do I have enough? Whatever, we'll do one more. Thank you guys for helping me with this. What exactly is Burger King? Oh, comment, don't worry about it. I don't know if this is a can of worms to open, but I did find it really interesting. I didn't know how ignorant I was about I'm sitting here looking at Nahida, and like I was thinking about Samsara and how there was so much reference to Indian culture in the act, right? Not her act, her Archon quest. I didn't know how ignorant I was to the nuances of that culture. Not to say that I don't think I did anything bad or ignorant. I think everyone knows that I come from a good place, even if I am ignorant. But that's all to say, while I was doing my makeup, I was listening to a really, really fascinating thing from that channel that I mentioned earlier, Foreign Man. I think his name is Foreign Man something. I don't know. He's like from the Bahamas. That's all I know. He was talking about Indian culture, and he had all of these Indian creators coming on talking about just the complexity of it all. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all know me. I love anthropology. So I was like, man, it makes me want to go back to Sumeru and like look at the references that I missed. I think his name is Foreign Man in a Foreign Land. Yes, that's him. Okay, while we're on the topic, it's not pronounced Nahida. It's Nahida. Nahi like Mahi. Softy sound. Yes, Comet, I know that you were correcting me, but I kept forgetting what it is. So it's Nahida. Nahida? Am I saying it right? Nahida? Okay. I know I'm still going to sound like a country American when I say it, but I do want to at least try to get the consonants right and the
Whenever you need me.
enunciations right. Okay. So, what do we have left? Oh, we can do this over here on the beach. This will be fun. And then after this, we'll take our little pick. We have to do we should do a Melusine, wait, we already did a Melusine challenge. Cannot deploy here. Girl. By the way, guys, if you guys really like, an analysis, somebody left. I was sitting in the sun today. Let me do this while I yap. I was sitting in the sun today. I've been doing this because it's getting really hot, and I honestly want to get a tan. So I was sitting in the sun today, and I was reading through my YouTube comments because, for real, the Genshin Impact girlies who showed up for that video really were giving my brain the things I needed. Somebody left an entire essay, like 5 paragraphs, and they were breaking down all of the things that they noticed in the Fontaine arc. And I was like, oh my god, thank you for this, because it was like, I love when someone matches my freak like that. They said, you know what, I'm sorry, this is going to be really long, but I got to get it off my chest. And I was like, thank you. It did take me a little bit to read. Y'all know I have TikTok brain, so I was like, okay, we got to take this in sections. But I did get through it, and I was like, yeah. I feel wiser for that analysis. Okay, so let's do... Where do we want to do our ANTM photo shoot? Hi, Keitaro. Dainsleif does great lore recaps. I'm going to actually be able to do my lore... I'm going to actually be able to look at, like, lore videos today if I can finish Dainsleif. Let's hurry up. Ooh. Baddies in the desert. Beauties of the desert. Beauties of the desert. Let's go somewhere like isolated in the desert. If you want to do any lore videos, maybe a collab with Dainsleif. I think you guys think that I've got more to offer than I do. I'm so scared about contacting any creator. We're doing a desert photo shoot. When are you collaborating with Mr. Beast? Y'all, okay, one of my toxic traits is I like watching Second Life troll videos. I'm sorry. I love watching Second Life troll videos. I'm sorry. I spent 2 hours this morning drinking my coffee and building my Pokemon team for tomorrow, watching Second Life troll videos. And one of them had, they had like a really cursed looking Mr. Beast, and they were walking around and they were like, hey guys, Mr. Beast here. I'm giving away $10 million. and they had their friend with them who was a Mr. Beast fan, and they were doing this bit where he was like poking the fan's eyes out, and he would give the fan his eyes back if he did like an ad read, because you know Mr. Beast he makes a lot of money. Let's do a picture real quick. But it was really funny because they were role playing, like they were actually like voice acting it, and like they were like on the microphone like screaming in pain. I was like, this is so funny. Okay, on the count of 3, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna swing my sword, and I want each of you models to give me these shots. You get 1 shot. 1, 2, 3. I didn't like it. 1 more shot. We're retaking that. That's not the shot, Comet. 1, 2, 3.
You asked for it.
I honestly think Wanderer won this. I think Wanderer won this challenge. Comet, I'm so sorry. You're eliminated. On the count of 3, I'm going to do something. Between the 2 of you models, I need the shot. 1, 2, 3. Wanderer, just because you won last week does not mean you can just sit there. I'm so sorry, but you're eliminated. Sar, as you know, I am the most successful model in all of Teyvat. On the count of 3, we're going to do a model off. I challenge you. I challenge you. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Leave it all to me.
It was a tie. You're eliminated. Thank you guys. The reveal to Chlorine was kind of dramatic. She ate me up. No, she didn't. It was a tie. Right? Anyway, let's do... Girl, I got 2... What is... I have too many quests. Okay, here it is. We can do that from now on. Maybe I'll do that from now on. Hashtag Drag Race. It was the Sasha Velour moment. And just like last season, this year's model is Noelle.
Why don't we do a bit of sunny work?
It's just like she can't lose.
What sort of work is that, you ask? Well, anything that makes you feel bright and sunny, too.
Not the propaganda. Plus, can I help you? Because, I mean, there's nobody else here, and your eyes are locked on me.
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
I don't want anything to do with your guards. Okay. So I just want you to know that I will be starring in The Little Oceanid, and you're going to be out here probably, you know, guarding the theater or whatever. So, you know, maybe if you get some PT...
I have to keep an eye on the deployment of guards at all times.
Okay, she's rude. Chlorine, I thought you were giving us taste of what you can give, but it turns out that was just a taste of the chlorine in my mouth. You're eliminated. I want y'all to know that YouTube is starting. YouTube has some of the YouTube girlies are becoming fans of Baduki.
Has been closed for quite a while now.
Okay, let's pay attention.
Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
I love Sadine. Like, honestly, if I knew a place that had like somebody, a receptionist like Sadine, I would love to go there.
So, this is all O'Reilly left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person and this tattered old notebook.
Hey! It's full of script lines! And sketches too! Looks like they should.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something. To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see.
Fiorina, I'm so sorry. Like, this is so interesting, and I want to know what happened to her. But I can't help but look at Sadine serving face back there. Like, you know, some girls, they can't. I'm the type of girl, like, if I'm bored, I'm just going to, like, be on my phone, looking at notifications, thinking about things, Googling things, things like that. Sadine's just, like, waiting for the next person. You know, she's on the clock. Like, clock in.
Looks like she kept a detailed record of her captor's actions. She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
I guess Aurelie must have
Look
written
at her.
all of this down in the hope that her records would one day be of use to investigators.
I mean, hindsight is 20/20, Fiorina. If I knew that you were like a 500-year-old almost god, I would have told somebody sooner too, but
Wait, it cuts off.
is something wrong?
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line.
Oh,
She probably didn't have much strength left.
that's really sad. I hate when I think we've all seen that. That's just, your handwriting is such a even if you have messy handwriting, like that's such like a part of your identity, you know? Gosh.
Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
Someone else was taken. That makes 6. Or perhaps the 7th. Girl, I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me more is... Oh my god, Hoyoverse, I know y'all are watching. This is really sad, Hoyoverse. I'm not reading this. If any... Okay, y'all. I get it. I get it.
She was so terrified.
Oh my god.
She may have been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human.
The 6-month subscriber badge. Let's get through this cutscene first.
I can't
There
bear
should
to
be
think how
something.
painful and lonely her final days must have been.
What are you talking about, babe?
Wait, this part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
The lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up, and placed in the last blank page. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is that truly what you want? You know what's interesting? It's a little Oceanid is like life imitates art, because this was happening before Fontaine technically became humans, you know?
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Isn't that the most important line in the Little Oceanid?
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come.
I wonder if this is analogous to someone else's story.
I'm sure this is what the troupe would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it.
I pick
go.
number
It's time
28.
for them to learn Director O'Reilly's final thoughts.
Okay, let me just look real quick. I'm gonna look in my there should be a badge for that. If not, I'm gonna leave the tab open so I can get to it after the stream. I just want to check. Sorry, I don't have any karaoke to distract you guys while I'm doing this. Kurt. I'm gonna have to look at that later. Thank you for letting me know. I can't really, it's kind of convoluted to find like the badge page, so I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Okay.
These newcomers are full of
I do have something for it though. I have like a whole thing of things to use.
Another one, thank you.
Y'all, my cup matches today. I'm drinking tea and water like interchangeably. Look, I know anybody who's like from like from a culture of tea. I'm not really from a tea culture. I didn't grow up on tea, so I drink it very unsophisticated, I know.
Someone needs assistance.
Drinking it is meal tea. This is a meal cup and a meal tea. It's actually, my boyfriend got this for me on one of our Christmases. It's a, look at how cute that is. Oh, they're Gigi's. After reading through the notebook, some of the lost words, some weep bitterly and grind their teeth and howl with rage. Like, this is like, I would be depressed if I read this note from my director. A long time passes before the group is able to calmly come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only
Hey,
way to
Frosty,
convey
did
to
you
the
do well?
audience the courage and
Thank you for stopping by.
selflessness
Oh my
that she showed in the
goodness. I hope you're
face
doing
of
good.
death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
Oh, it's green tea.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself. We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary. Well, Vilmont, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
I will channel all my regret and put it into my performance to make this a show worthy of our director. I won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director Aurelie and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus. I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
None of us have even rehearsed. It's been days. The show is tomorrow.
Really? How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Period. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing.
What, the show must go on?
If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance.
The Stanislavski technique. Yes, Farina. I was actually studying with Stanislavski himself when I was an off-Broadway actress.
And aren't human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope, just the most mesmerizing things in this world? I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Farina. And thank you for supporting us through all
It is
this.
Yuki. Welcome.
Then
Thank you
let's not
for
delay things any
coming
longer.
by. Hi, Yuki. How
We
are
need
you
to
today?
discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
There's a Korean tea company that makes fermented pear tea. That's the best thing I've ever tasted. Do they come in the jars? Because I love those jar teas, but I have to stay away from them because they're so sugary. And honestly, I have an issue with sugar. I'll just eat it all. I'll just keep putting that in the hot water, baby, all day long, all day long, all day long. And then suddenly I'm like shaking because I haven't had any nutrition. I've just had sugar.
Actually, before that, I'd like to make a proposal. During the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Well, Yuki, I'm always going to be here because I love doing this. And I'm glad to have you back. I hope you've been okay. I know it's been quite busy for everybody.
Huh? But then...
After all, This role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her. Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe. All right, I'll leave you to fine-tune your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Hi, Kale. My Saturday's fab. I hope yours is.
Procure a stage?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
That place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage. By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
I've actually performed on the Opera Epiclese before. Everybody, let's just say this is a venue you don't want to turn down. The energy the audience gives you at the Opera Epiclese is something extraordinary.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
You're working with Mio Girls now, Vilmont.
What are you afraid of? Surely you don't think that Aurelie's story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, though that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
You know, actually, when I was studying for the role before I decided to give this to Fiorina, I was actually conceptualizing all of my choices in the space of the Opera Epiclese. I honestly think that Auriel, I think that your director had the concept of using this on the Opera Epiclese. I only say that because I've worked with directors before. I've also worked with Stanislavski, and I've worked on Off-Broadway. I have a little bit of I can anticipate some of the choices the director wants you to make, and I can sort of read in between the lines of the material.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you? I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for
That
giving
was
us
awkward.
This opportunity. It really is a dream
Yes, Christian,
come
it
true.
is. It is. It should be. It should be.
Well, then don't disappoint me. If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on, we'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. I know just where to find him.
OMG, I totally remembered when you did the aura treatment before meal hairspray at the Opera Epiclese. Yes, yes, yes. Cause the world keeps spinning around and around and I'm trying. Yes, that was me. Yes, on the Opera Epiclese. Yes, thank you, thank you. I was so absorbed in the character that a lot of people actually didn't know that it was me. But thank you so much. I feel so honored that you were able to notice that was me. Fun fact, Fiorina insisted on performing on specifically the Opera Epiclese because she hid her Ozempic under the floorboards while she lived there, and now she needs them back. Unfortunately, Queen Klepto, Lillian, found them, and then one thing leads to another, and that was the entire Archon. I get it now. I was always wondering, I was like, there was one, the dominoes all started falling so sophisticated, and you saw it in that YouTube video. I was talking about it, but I was like, there was one loophole, but I didn't want to dwell on it because, you know, I'm not a writer, you know, so what am I to know? It all makes sense now. You and Oratrice really said that. I had no idea it was you. Yes, fun fact, when I was actually doing hairspray at the Opera Epiclese, Oratrice Mécanique d'Annelise Cardinal didn't even she wasn't even calling me Fawn at the time. It was I don't know that character's name. But I was just so lost in it. They thought that I was just that person. You know the saying, an Archon without their Ozempic isn't an Archon. That's what they say. Yes. I got a wig strand in my hair. I mean, my Just ask Venti.
Hey, look at that. Looks like I guessed right.
Guys, I had this epiphany. I might make a video talking about the men of Genshin Impact. And how... No, specific... I don't know if I should, because I feel like I don't... Thank you for following me, Benny. I wanted to talk about Neuvillette specifically and his design and like how I just think Neuvillette is like so, there's something about him that's just so like, it's not necessarily like I'm like in love with him. I just think that he serves in such a specific way. And his character is so cool and he looks so cool. But I don't think I have the words for it, and I don't think I want to put that on my platform. He's dreamy, yes. I don't know. I'm enraptured.
It has been a while, Miss Farina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
Right, like he's not my type, but I'm just like, I think I want to be him. Like, that's the thing.
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
Effervescent, even.
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage.
Neuvillette, I'll get you a comp ticket.
I will say, however, that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
I would definitely want to be Have you seen his boyfriend?
Huh? What do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. And this is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are.
Polite and sensitive. Yes, Hunty, that's what I like about him. He's very polite and sensitive, but like it's like it adds to his character. It adds to his... He's intimidating because he's so polite and put together and sensitive. Like, but at the same time, it's not like a fake polite. Like, it's like a genuine like politeness. Hi, Kizzy.
In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases.
Do I support your decision? Sure, Kizzy. If you're ready for 20 hours of story, jump right on in. Make sure to oh wait, no, I don't have any codes yet. Hi, Hoyo.
Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
I am truly delighted to see you find a new lease on life. Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire.
Yeah, he's collected, sweet, and sensitive and caring, yes.
The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role.
Neuvillette's like, I don't know if you notice this, but like this is literally written about you.
It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Look, Fiorina, I'm gonna be real. It's between you and me. And the troupe, frankly, is just really jealous of me. So I just feel like you have to do it because that one girl, she's just like, she's talented, you know, and she can sing the notes and stuff, but it doesn't come, Look, we come from a different cloth. We've studied Stanislavski. We've been on off-Broadway. I just think that if it's going to be me or you, I would rather you have it. I could take any other role, you know, but this one's made for you.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions.
Fiorina's going to be like, no, I won't, like 5 hours into this.
Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage. This experience is a case in point. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
Girl, you could do it right now.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not.
Neuvillette, I was hoping that you would get her to do this. At this point, I don't know if we should put on the show. It's gonna flop. We can't do the Opera Epiclese without her as the main character.
I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Girl, Lixstar. Hi, welcome, Lixstarny. Wait, Lixarini. Who knows? Who knows? There's so many twists and turns. I bet I could finish this. I'm gonna finish this story quest, and it's gonna like be like, and then something's gonna happen in the Oratory's Mechanique. Dainsleif Cardinal is gonna call everyone guilty again. Everyone's gonna start drowning again. Everyone's gonna start crying again. I don't know. I really don't know at this point.
You are very welcome.
Hi, Calambina. We're finishing up Fiorina's story quest, and then we're gonna start Dainsleif's quests. I haven't finished Cloud Retainer yet, but I will soon. I pre-watched the story quest? Yes, actually. So I actually know how this is going to end. The Oratory's Mechanique Dainsleif Cardinal is going to call everyone guilty for putting on such a bad show. That girl that I don't want to be in the lead role is going to miss the note, and Oratory's Mechanique Dainsleif Cardinal is going to call her guilty for flopping. Hi, Zavi. Welcome. Good evening. Whose Genshin birthday is December 30th? I want to know who my birthday twin is. My birthday's December 30th. Because I'm a what? I'm not going to say it because I know you guys are doing bingo.
Good news, everyone. It's done. The opera Epiclese is booked. Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance.
Is your birthday really today, Nova? Happy birthday!
We've had to fight every step of the way for this opportunity, but we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance.
As a Genshin player, I played the game for months. Is it a good idea to start a new account? Some advice, please. Why would you start a new account? Happy birthday, Nova! I would just keep playing your same account. There's a lot of story to get through, babe.
A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated
Nobody's the
cast.
30th? Hoyoverse, are you asking me to become a character? I'll just do a flat fee, no licensing. It's a steal. I need to get a house. I need to retire.
Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
This is truly wonderful.
The sooner we
Everyone must have a
finalize the
sweet
ending,
treat today
the
for
more
me.
time
Okay,
we'll
I
have to
will.
rehearse. Fiumali and I just went over some parts of the script and
Kizzy, I think that means that you're
going to resonate
Noelle.
with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
Paimon, you're supposed to let it happen naturally.
Communication is vital to any good performance.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days ago.
It's amazing! Even though Farina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up!
I'm looking forward to finally seeing you guys put on this show within a day.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
I mean, I told you guys 3 days ago you should have started rehearsing, but at this point, you have what? 18 hours? Okay. Start manifesting.
Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
They don't even know their lines. Happy birthday again, Nova. Yours is Ayato? Oh, okay.
That cursed Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
Cleo.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful. Take him hostage. If Cleo wants him back, she'll have to show herself.
Leave
They
this
do have a
place,
really good
O
set.
Oceanid. and never, ever look back.
I know, I'm disappointed too, Fiorina, but this is what it is.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time.
Definitely throwing. They're throwing something. Throwing the role. I mean, I'm sorry. They worked really hard over the 18 hours. It's just like you and I, we're just so used to a little bit more professionalism. Whatever. I guess since your retirement, the standards have gotten lower, Fiorina, so. If only you took the role. If only you took the role. It's okay. I mean, at this point, the shows must go on, so. Kizzy, don't tell me a new FNAF game is coming out next week. Oh my god.
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
I might play it.
Why does it have to be now?
I'll do it, everybody. I'll do it. It's okay.
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now.
Dolphy is sick again, and Fiorina doesn't want to do it, so I guess I have to do it. Give me the wig. Give me the wig. I need my wig cap. I can do this.
Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
I figured whatever it
This
took
is
to get me
unrealistic
through
for an
this
actual
final
show.
performance.
I think anybody who's been in a show, whether it be in high school, community, professional, it feels as though every second lasts 5 minutes, and the moment something bad happens backstage, it's utter chaos. But the show is going on. Somebody is going on stage with half a costume on, and I don't care who it is.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
Just give me the costume. I got it.
You... This is a conversation for another time.
I wonder who would do that. Dolphy, it's okay. You need to rest, girl, okay? Just give me the wig.
Miss Farina, I'd like to make a request of you.
She's not gonna do it. I'll do it.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask.
And I already have your answer. I'll do it, Fiorina.
Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Dolphy back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale.
Fiorina, you haven't even been doing vocal warm-ups. You've been eating a lot of macaroni and cheese. I can do it.
From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Just think about it. This might be dangerous for you, Fiorina. I don't want you to get triggered or anything. I can do it.
Thank you, Miss Farina.
Guys?
I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Is anybody listening to me?
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets. Myself included.
I was on Off-Broadway.
Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting skills, but please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director.
Yes.
What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
It's her pure heart. Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said.
Not Dolphy sitting here trying to see if Fiorina can't clock it, as if she isn't one of the best actors for the past 500 years. Dolphy, go home.
I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
It's been in our hands. 'Cause... What? Okay. Oh, she's about to eat this. Yeah. I haven't had dinner yet, Round. Hi, Round. Welcome. We're about to watch Miss Fiorina debut her new single. Part of Your World. Is she actually gonna sing?
Is she here yet?
Let's get here.
She's not coming.
You're wrong.
I think I can sing it. I got goosebumps, guys. Goosebumps. Y'all didn't tell me that this was actually a musical. So we're from, oh my goodness. But her voice is so trained. That's 500 years of training. You hear that tone? That's my cousin, Fiorina.
What about your wish?
My wish.
She's acting.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
It kind of is. It's giving Nier Automata, isn't it, Dancel? Sing that! Whoever they hired to sing this is actually singing down. Her tone is like so gorgeous. Who's those gay boys again? Really, Vike? I would love to see that. I love production. I love when people take their resources and put it into art. This is for the art of it. They said, what's the budget? What's the budget? Because we're making a music video. She got her vision? Because she found herself. Oh my god. Oh my god. She got her vision from performing again.
Who's that lady Fiorina on the stage just now?
This whole time, she's always. Some people are born for the stage. Oh my god.
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere. Gotta say though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
Thespian, right?
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
By Fiorina.
Wait,
I know.
That's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me.
Fiorina in her iconic silhouette with her gorgeous hair, her gorgeous face, her gorgeous voice. Literally the best performer ever, the only person who could sing the song the way that she could. And she's sitting up there like, I hope they didn't notice that I did that. I hope they didn't notice that it was me who did it. Girl.
It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself.
She
Even
is
if
so...
I had no choice.
Fiorina, get a grip, girl. At this point, you literally ate the house You tore the house down and got a vision.
Still, I have to admit that, despite everything, it felt good to be back on the stage again.
Thespian.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Farina.
Would I sign her to Mio Records? Mio Records, Mio was actually the one who gave her vision to continue on. But you know how she is. She's such an artist. We're asking for an album. We're actually asking for 3 albums. But you know, Farina, she's like, I don't know. But she's an artist. We know. We're going to do our best to support her because this was actually all part of the PR campaign. So now that she's back on stage and like she's sort of warming up again, we did send the contract out to her. We're waiting on a response.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Farina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
Yes, everyone, I'm excited to announce Farina did just get offered a 3-contract deal with Mio Records. We're so excited to get that album rollout with you soon. Please continue to support your idol, Farina. Give her all the love and energy that she needs to continue the creative process.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged.
With her hair being cut short and her vision, it's like what people say, where when you cut your hair, you get rid of trauma. I actually didn't think of that, but that's true. That's very true. Because, you know, they say that you like fighting. They say, you know, your hair holds the memories.
After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
So this concludes our Mio mission of Fun Time, and we scouted our last Mio girl by Mio's request. We are so glad to see her Cole back. Girl, everybody stay silent. We're witnessing mental illness. Y'all broke boys keep showing up in my stream. The only reason y'all keep coming in here is because y'all want those 30 primos. Baby, that's so desperate and sad. You're not getting primos. Girl, waste my life. Baby, I get paid to do this. You are doing this for free. Hold up, let me scroll. I gotta... Where are they at? Did they get banned already? Hi, Flinny. They're gone. Oh, thank you, Kizzy. I forgot Kizzy was in here. Slay.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
I can't. That's illegal. I can't sign a Mio. I can't sign a Mio record label contract. You have to sign it.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave
Farina's
Grandma a
vision
heart
is the
attack.
first Fontaine vision to have little dragon fangs holding them. I think it's because the first vision given since... Oh, that's cool. After an outstanding comeback in a magnificent opera epic play stage, Farina de Fontaine has been offered an outstanding 3-record deal with Mio Records. Yeah, stay tuned for her debut single coming next patch. Welcome to the chat, by the way, to the 2 new people, Giannis and Flinny. Thank you guys for stopping by.
Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly,
hold
a
still.
real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Hi, Wolf!
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went. If nothing else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
Nouvelette has a line about visions. They're pieces of an Archon's power, and now he has his power back. He offers visions as treasures, like dragons hoard, waiting for heroes to claim them. Oh, that's cool. See, I love the way that they use, because that's how dragons are. Like, you know, sometimes in fantasy they put dragons into fantasy, but they don't give them the reverence that they need in the world. Like, dragons are supposed to be like, to me, dragons are supposed to be like all powerful. They're supposed to be wise, older, and I feel like Nouvelette kind of shows that. Like, he's like wise beyond what he looks like, because obviously he's a dragon and he looks like an anime man, but like he's so composed that I guess that's what it is. It's like, that's why I'm so enamored by him, is because he is so emotionally intelligent. Thank you, Sar, for 8 months. Oh my goodness, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, his hair is dragon-like. That was the first thing that I clocked. Because I know that they put a lot of choices. After you guys told me to start looking at the eyes, I started looking at the eyes, and then I saw his eyes looked a little bit more reptilian. And then I started putting it together. His hair looks like a dragon. It's because it kind of like, if he had put his head down, his hair flows almost as if he's like flying, like a dragon, you know? He has like almost like antennas too, or like, I don't know, reptile looking things. I have to go. My mom just got back and we're getting ready for a graduation party. It's on Monday. I'm nervous but also excited. Congratulations, absolutely unaware. That's very exciting. Turn all that nervousness into excitement. That's what I do, is I hype myself up. I use that energy and I sort of like reformulate it into exciting. I say, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then eventually my brain's like, I'm excited. Girl, why am I... If you notice, since Nouvelette is now the Hydro Sovereign and it's the one who gives the visions, he gave Furina a different one out of all the Fontanians. Look at it. Yeah. We did notice that, Brian. I think that's so cool, though. I want to give visions to people. Ooh, if I was in the Genshin okay, if you were in the Genshin Impact universe, what type of entity would you want to be? Would you want to be a dragon? Would you want to be an Adeptus? Would you want to be an Archon? A Vision Fairy? Gaslighting yourself to success. It still breaks my heart to know that when it rains in Fontaine that the Hydro Archon is crying. Yes. Yeah. Loki a yokai? That would be cool. A Fanta bottle. I want to be Paimon. A Mio girl? I want to be Kalambina. Yai is a yokai? Oh. I want to be a dragon.
You're back.
I don't want to be like a powerful dragon. I want my story to be like, I want to be like the cute pink dragon that does like, maybe like, I don't know, like an electro dragon. I feel like that would be the best to match pink. I want to be a pink dragon. That's all I know. But I want a story like Nouvelette where I'm like, oh, you're giving me my power back.
Some of her original medication.
Thank you.
From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
Oh, wait, no. I'm lying. I want to be a Melusine. It's either a Melusine or a dragon.
How did the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
You know, Delphi, surprisingly, Furina sang it, and she made choices that weren't what you used to do, but like, the show ended up being like better than we thought, you know?
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic. Also,
I'd be a Mio dragon.
What happened while Furina was on the stage? You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, I would be a Melusine dragon then, and then I would become the Mio dragon, Mio sovereign.
That's wonderful.
Of the Mio element.
I'm so
Capitalism.
sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I was wrong to try and tough
Didn't
it
she have
out
blue
to
hair and
begin
pronouns?
with.
What happened to her? She was using one of my wigs.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance.
An Aranara?
It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Oh, that would be cute. Who would want to be an Aranara?
Well, one way or another, we did it.
Wait, no. Okay, so I would be a dragon and I would make Melusines, and my Melusines would be Mew girls.
I've had bad luck ever since I was born, so I never expect things to go smoothly in life. I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
I love Genshin's portrayal of dragons. They're ancient elemental creatures that represent the foundations of the world, their form eternally changing to the fate of the world. Now, in more recent Archon quests, the dragons are taking the form of humans, symbolizing the dawn in the age of humanity. Even Melusines are revealed to be evolved bishops, dragons, through the world quest. Okay, Final Fantasy spoilers. I'm gonna keep it to like 30 seconds, I promise, okay? So mute now for 30 seconds. Okay. The dragons in Final Fantasy come from, like, space. So Final Fantasy has established that there is a space with multi-dimensions, but they come from a far, 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 far plane from space. And there's one really cool dragon that's like the sovereign over a land that you discover in one of the later expansions, and it's so cool. Okay, I'm done.
Blaming your bad luck again, are we? Maybe if you didn't push yourself past your limits so much, your illness wouldn't be flaring up all the time.
Hi, Voce.
Oh,
Unmute everybody. No more spoilers about dragons in 14.
With you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
I want to be a Melusine, but I'll probably end up being a cat pushed off a cliff by Fawn. Yes, comment. It was about the dragons. I know some people are waiting to do Endwalker because they want to just play from 80 and on as the new job, so I didn't want to spoil that for y'all.
After the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire.
Fun fact, thank you for hanging out. Good luck with your exam. I assume it's like a final, so good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanid to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
Well, I didn't spoil anything, comment. I said it in a way that wouldn't spoil anything.
No, we should still disband.
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
After all this happened, I should give you guys some space.
Thank you guys. You guys are the ones who remind me to raid people. I'm so bad at being a content creator. Literally everything that I've done is the only thing that I've made up is the videos that I post, but streaming, all that kind of stuff, y'all helped me out, so that was y'all's idea. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, Wolf.
I still want to keep performing, so
Bye,
I might
Brian.
join
Thank you for
another
hanging
troupe.
out. Whatever you're up to, I hope it goes by well.
After watching Miss Farina's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
It's your birthday today too, Round? It's Nova and Round's birthday. Happy birthday, Round.
You should do it. It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well. What about you, Miss Farina? Any future plans?
You want to be a Hexen Circle member?
Well, frankly, I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go until I
Consultations by Mio, yeah.
You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I
I hope you're having a fun birthday, Round.
This whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I'd previously imagined. Maybe Neuvillette was right. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself.
Well, just do whatever feels right to you,
Maybe
Furina.
yeah. There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth.
Yes, yes, yes. I remember that part, yep.
But from now on, I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage,
theater
and
people, huh?
remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
I'm gonna hook you up with Venti, girl.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling.
An actor, thespian, performer, singer.
The more you get out into the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
And you know what? Next time I'm on Off-Broadway, I'm gonna invite you to join me.
Then it's a deal.
Right.
If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
An event where Venti and Furina write a musical and cast Ito and Goro as the lead love interest. Oh my god, for Pride. They should do it for Pride next year. Hoyo. Okay, Hoyo, step into your pride, okay? Next year let's start working on that. Let's start working on that. Whew. Now that was a long quest. Should I talk to anybody before I go? Let's talk to Furina.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands.
Okay, comment, I will.
Is that how humans feel about it as well?
Furina is a really fascinating character. I do think that this quest could have done well with some of the fat cut out of these boys arguing with each other, but I get the point of it. Somebody made a comment on the YouTube. They said, you know, sometimes the story takes a while to kick in, but it is like that's kind of like the style, like it has to kick in, and that's kind of like Okay, let me go ahead and go here because you know I'm gonna forget. I have to go to her voice lines. Is this how you access them? No. Profile. Voice. Okay. I wanted to say this because somebody mentioned this. I said in the video that Fontaine was an opera, and a lot of people agreed with me, but they were like, they actually did that for each of the nations, in that Liyue felt a little bit like wuxia. In the writing style, not necessarily in the story elements, but in the writing style and how it was presented. And I was like, wait a minute, because back when I was playing Liyue, I was like, you know, Genshin's style kind of feels like wuxia. Like, it takes a little bit for the drama to ramp up, but there's a payoff. After 500 years, she can take her fate into her own hands. Yeah, it's so sweet. It might be in story. I may have been lying. It's in story. Oops, caps. Oh, okay. Vision. Ooh, let's read. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this what you still want? By a twist of fate, the musical The Little Oceanid, which nearly died before it could live, got the chance to be performed and proved a resounding success in the opera Epiclese. Furina, standing in for the real actress, played the heroine Cleo, who sacrificed herself to guide the freshwater upon which human survival depended back to them. According to the script, she was not to take up the vision that would appear before her as she disappeared, but instead allow it to fall into the ocean depths alone. But during the actual performance, a real vision appeared and it belonged to Furina. Visions are usually objects that appear in response to humankind's most fervent wishes, but this one in particular seemed more like a reward for her past deeds. As Furina grasped it, it's reflected... I have to stop there. Neuvillette feels so much like a father figure, and in a way, he is like the foil, the contrast to Focalors, like almost like a mother figure. She made Furina, and he's guiding her. He's guiding her because we know that visions are the manifestation of ambition. The lack of ambition is what we saw in Inazuma. And she's a little bit lost, you know, but Neuvillette is like, he knows what's good for her and he's guiding her in that direction. I wish that those boys who showed up in my chat trying to be mean to me could just take a note out of Neuvillette's book. Compassion. Compassion leads to so much understanding and so much beauty. I'm gonna read the whole thing, Comet. Performing had in the past brought her much pain to the point where she had turned her back on the stage, but she indubitably understood the glory and brilliance of the stage best of all, and could give those who chase their dreams on the stage her matchless guidance and support. As to the question of what to do next, which had plagued her for so long, she now had a clear answer: to see the world from the perspective of the audience and create the greatest performances without stepping on stage. Director. That's the natural. Every good actress always gets into production or directing. No longer would her attention be focused on musicals as long as it's related to performance. Furina is interested in taking part from behind the curtain. Also, it's worth mentioning that though she seemed quite calm upon receiving that vision, so much so that she even managed a few fine words, upon leaving the theater troupe, Furina immediately set off afterward to avenge herself on the local legend. That's me. She had once angered by accident. No, that's water under the bridge. She returned home dejected, but not defeated. She spent all night studying her vision, which ended up causing the entire building to flood. Okay, Mademoiselle Crabaletta was getting a little bit crazy. And once she finally cleaned things up together with the salon members, she received a final missive from the apartment manager. No pets allowed in the apartment, not even if they're those pets. Have you fought? I don't know who that is, Crunky. Hi, Crunky. OMG, I just realized in Furina's demo in a segment, she acts like the other Archons mocking them. I saw some clips of that, yeah. Okay. So let's just start this quest. Enable focused mode to avoid conflicts with other quests. Yes. Enable. Oh, they're hard NPCs to fight. I think when I get to Natlan, I'm going to finally be able to like play along with you guys. But I genuinely, because of the story, I haven't even touched Fontaine. Barely even. I have gotten through Leeway, but I've barely scratched the surface of Inazuma. Oh, girl, that's a long way away. This is the right one, right? If you want to finish by 10 p.m., you're going to have to lock in a little bit. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's go. This is the right one, right? Okay. Let's go. It's a short one. Slay. I hope it's got some good lore. It took me 50 minutes, but it might take you longer. But I'm gonna be officially caught up. Let's go. Oh, you can do this. Oh, wait. Okay, I got distracted already. That doesn't matter.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact...
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
I've never heard of this classification before.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. And all it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers.
I mean, even if we don't finish it today, we'll finish it next Friday. I mean, there's no rush, really.
With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, Oh, that's us for sure.
Her voice is a little
All I'm
different.
asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many
Aster and
adventurers
Mainsley
have
for
failed
further
to
understanding of the
complete
lore
this
plus fun
commission,
theories.
maybe this missing
Okay.
villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. Besides, putting up a commission requires
Okay,
a processing
Catherine, tell me
fee.
where to go.
In any case.
All right then, let's go. Paimon.
Girl, we gotta go to the village. Like,
I'll catch up.
Catherine's like, well, I was like... It sounds more and less babyish now. It sounds like it was recorded in a different space. You hear more of her, like, the midtones in her voice. Maybe it's mixed differently.
Talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy.
Hi, sir.
Hello there. You looking to buy something?
Oh, no,
I'm looking for somebody.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all.
You might need a Mio cough drop.
To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned.
Hi,
in
Celestia.
search of
Welcome.
But no one
So
has
glad
been
you're enjoying the
able to make any
TikToks. Welcome
headway.
to the Twitch. I play a little bit of everything.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue.
Oh, so you're just not going to help me at all?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you.
Is there anything you
I
can
was
tell us,
actually just,
dude?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
Okay, this doesn't help me though, man.
We just don't know the specifics. Maybe
Obviously.
we did. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right. Specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand.
Blonde.
I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him.
I think I know
nowadays.
who it is.
So genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
Or gone through a portal without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village?
You blame me? I'm sorry, Comet.
All right, thanks for the information.
What level did you make it to, Comet? Yeah, Wolf. These are like the interlude quests. I'm not sure if they're fully optional, but like, yeah, like every tidbit of like main quest or like main story lore stuff is like fully voice acted. I mean, I assume they got money because they have like what 4 games at this point, but it's still really impressive. Wave 1 Oh my goodness. The cutscene. Oh, that's right. The cutscene. You're right, Wolf. The story was fully optional.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Congrats, Gooey, on the Boon Suite.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance.
Y'all,
but I
what's
do
going
remember
on?
hearing the sound. I don't think his parents are still living in the village, but somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others.
I'm not sure, Christian, if I'm going to do the chasm. I might. I mean, we have time.
He would
I'm
often
doing
take
the event,
time
you know,
to visit
so...
the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
Skirmish then chasm?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
Dainsleif showed up here and was partying, and y'all loved him, and then he cast a spell of forgetfulness and went through a portal just like he does to me.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out. Well, Traveler, what do you think?
I think it's Dainsleif.
Paimon thinks so too. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased
If
from
he only
reality
exists
or
in
something.
memories, it's probably just like Venti, like how Venti and them broke up and now he's just in his memories, you know?
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased necessarily, but more like he
Hi,
never
Pickled. Welcome back.
existed to begin with? Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened with the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
We'll certainly try our best to find Dainsleif, that overgrown twink.
Yeah, no need to...
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
If it's not Dainsleif, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Hi, Shanti. Bye, Cola. Have a good one. I hope your grinding has been going well, and I hope you're all prepared for Dawn Trail. If you're not, there is like a circulating Google Doc that is really useful for preparing for Dawn Trail. Where is Dainsleif? He must be.
Is this the place?
Must be
Under this tree?
somewhere here.
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much,
Confusing
but this
all
place is
these
very meaningful
people,
to me.
and they want to find him.
It's so full of We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Oh, poetic.
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child.
Okay. Does that help us with finding this person?
I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Of course, yes.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all.
Oh, okay.
Everyone has their own problems to deal with.
Yes,
Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
I get what you mean. Yes, I understand that. Yes.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well...
Right, yes, him. What do we know about him?
I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both. A family member I could rely on, and a friend who could really understand me.
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so happy to hear that.
No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
He was so thoughtful and pure. And patient, too.
That's not the Dainsleif I know.
Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him.
What is she talking about? Oh. You wanted to tell him something?
No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Yes, yes. I would love, yes. I would love to help to find him, yes.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
Paimon said, wow, you guys were so close. So did he tell you? This is the kind of character I want to see Fawn voice in the game. Like, imagine the story quest where the future character and the traveler has to help the local Game Boy Natland come to his... Yeah, and I want my character to be like 10 hours long.
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right. I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
So is he blonde?
I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Height, frame, color.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
You know what, Tosa? I kind of relate to that because I kind of talk people's ear off too, and I'm always like, oh my goodness, I have nothing to show for it. But trust me, Tosa, that is a talent. Let's think about like focusing that energy maybe into a passion instead of dwelling on like memories that are vague.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now.
Okay, this is something to go off of.
Time
Okay.
always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
It's Dainsleif. Dainsleif is doing time stuff.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
Time never seems to pass. It's a samsara. Based on what I've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons case. What Atosa just told us about the time of day could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery.
Hey, look at those Hilirchurls
Bye,
over there.
Zara. I hope you have a
Doesn't it
good
seem
day
like
at
they're
work.
acting a little strange?
Oh, wait, got off of work. Okay, I was about to say, Zara, have you been here this whole time? Welcome, Zara. I hope you had a good day at work.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Anytime I see Hilirchurls in the Abyss Order, there's only one person that is around also. Hilirchurl, silly churl, silly billy, Hilirchurl.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted!
Let's do this. Shower me in praise. Follow me. The show must go on.
Observe. Strike is what? Steady as stone.
Shower me in praise. Ate him up, baby. Ate him up. Get him, Mademoiselle Crabaletta. Oh. Follow me. The show must go on.
As a dutiful maid would, I must leave no stone unturned.
Love your team fun. Thank you, Round.
Strike a pop.
Girl. You know what? Leave it to my little gay booty to literally have two performers on my team. I have 2 thespians on my team. Like, girl, get into it. This is literally my K-pop group. And a drag queen. And a drag queen.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure.
There they are again.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the Hilirchurls around Remara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved.
Or maybe Dainsleif is over here running amok again. You know he did it. You know he broke Venti's heart and then he went to Leeway and he was doing all that crazy stuff there too.
Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village.
I heard he was doing something in the chasm too, but I was so busy at the time. I just let him go. I thought he was still in the chasm. What are you saying, Paimon? Right. Anyway, thank you, Josu.
Wait a second. The person.
Okay, lettuce.
It's Dainsleif.
Oh, are we acting surprised? Hey, Queen. I mean. Hey, Queen.
Ah,
I mean.
it's you two.
Oh, a friend of yours? Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa.
Hey, girly, hold still. Hey, girly, hold still.
Bye, Atosa. Dainsleif, that girl
Why
is
do you always
crazy.
have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
But I love that Paimon is so antagonistic to all of our friends. Every canon friend in the story, Paimon has to like grill them first.
It's hardly personal,
Fauna
or
Chica.
intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Paimon, I thought it was Pride Month.
Naturally.
Maybe he's just
Hold
here for
on.
Pride.
Are you not here for the same purpose?
No, I'm not here for the Pride Parade. I was in Fontaine. But Catherine told me to come show up because somebody was missing.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place.
Dainsleif, that's rude, and you need to stop projecting your internalized homophobia onto me because 1, I'm an ally, so I don't even mess with that, and 2, that's really self-destructive, so...
The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area.
Oh, the Abyss Order. Oh, right.
Worse, their plan could already be in motion.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought that... I know. When I first met you, you were dating Venti, so I just figured you were here for the Pride Parade.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the Hilirchurl activity in the area?
Paimon and Ito are on June 1st. Be who
As
you
things stand,
are.
I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased Hilirchurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Dainsleif, I'm so sorry, but I've been in Fontaine for so long and I've been seeing so many like puffy French silhouettes. I never noticed your shape. Have you always been this sort of lean and cut? Or have you been messing with that ML Ozempic? Maybe you've just been walking around. I know that you like to walk around the mountains and whatever. So maybe you're just getting some cardio in. You're looking good, Dainsleif. I'm just wondering.
Still, the Hilirchurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from these villagers, Dainsleif. And after that, if we can like finish this soon, like find this guy or whatever, let's go to the Pride Parade.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
I mean, I have a pretty good gaydar, Dainsleif. It's okay.
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
I already told you I'm an ally. I'm not talking to any of the girls there. You can talk to all the boys though. Like, go off, queen. Her pronouns are Duke.
So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara Village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear.
Now this is a doozy for me because I thought that you were the one doing like weird stuff because I know that you have like weird cosmic portal magic. I thought that you had shown up and like had already done like a pride parade and like initiated some sort of time magic to make everyone forget about how crazy the night was. But they like loved it, so they were looking for you. They wanted to party again.
It appears all we have by way of clues is increased Hilirchurl activity. And that is certainly not much to go off of.
Yeah.
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Absolutely not. I think my sibling is lost. And as I've gone through this world, I've noticed that there is a pattern. I'm a traveler, he's a traveler, and all these archons I've met are sort of hinting at there's something more at play. And we are both actors. What I've learned from Fontaine is we are both actors in a cosmic fate. I have faith in him.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
And you guys keep running away from me in portals, and no archons can help me. I just keep having to help them with their trauma and their unhealed child.
There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done.
He's my twin, I know that. Can you help me find him?
The sinner you wish to know about. His situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation.
Oh, Pickled, yeah, it's still up. And it's on the YouTube too.
His name is Vedderful.
Oh, this one here. Yeah. I'll post this one tonight. Okay, his name is Vedderful. Okay, the Visionary, okay.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin. My older brother.
Oh my god. I'm shaking. I'm seeing the similarities. I'm seeing the similarities now. Things are falling into place. The sinner is his older brother. He's blonde. I'm blonde. We both are like kind of like sort of sitting on the outside. I mean, like he's from Conria, right? But as a person, Dainsleif kind of sits on the outside of everything just like I do. Ooh, Dainsleif, that's that MOT. Charlotte, you've been talking to Charlotte.
Your brother?
What happened between the two of you?
There were 5 of them. The 5 sinners of Conria.
Oh, okay. This is getting serious.
The wise Roptatir. The visionary Vedderfulnir. Gold Rhindaughter. The foul Sertologi. And Rehir of Solnari Rerir.
That's my favorite one. Tag yourself. I'm Rehir of Solnari Rerir. Tag yourself. Which one are you?
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
On his brother.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhine-daughter
Gold
is
is
the
Albedo's
one
mother?
who created Albedo.
Oh.
Sir Luigi is Skirk's master.
Oh, right. I knew. Yeah.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vetifolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Clothar. Okay. Somehow everything is connected, Paimon. I love when you lock in and suddenly know all the history of this land. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin in Fontaine, the ones that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, that was likely I don't know how to pronounce his name, doing as well.
They were once people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers.
Thank you, Round.
Outstanding in their respective fields.
So Gui says, Gui's confused. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. They were once the people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah. Okay, so what happened to them, though?
The 6 of us. Together.
Okay, they were together.
We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
I kind of don't remember what I don't recall what Mona specifically said about visionaries. But I mean, I'm kind of getting the gist of what's going on. The ones to stop. Oh, so were they trying to prevent Khaenri'ah from doing that big sin that the heavenly principles were like,
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of
Bye,
the
Nova.
abyss,
Happy
and
birthday,
divided
Nova.
among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power.
Okay, let me catch up on chat. Saffron, hi Saffron. I hope your dailies are going by well. Hope you're using that prep sheet. Danny, welcome. Thank you so much for the compliment, and I am having fun playing. I am a new player in this. I'm like finally catching up tonight, and I'm so excited because I've been holding off on any spoilers. After tonight, girl, you better believe I'm finding every single video essay I can on every single lore. All the girly pops in the chat have already told me, check out Dainsleif, like get into it, girl. It's time. I am a Genshin Impact player. I'm a Genshin Impactor. Is that what you all call yourself? Genshin Impactors?
And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation.
Oh, I still have to do the chasm
and
and Wanderer, huh?
The tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
And then, my sibling came in contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
Dainsleif, it must be hard for you to talk about all of this. But thank you for telling me.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
Okay, so tell me how you got that body then, girl. Sorry.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward.
Of course. Of course, catastrophe still continues in this anime world, even though we did everything we could to prevent it.
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
You gotta love that.
It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate.
My players in D&D.
From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
And one of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait! Then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Memories. Ley lines. The Loom of Fate. The missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all of this?
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation
I
tomorrow.
love Dainsleif's quests.
This missing persons case could very well
Dainsleif's
turn
quests
out
are
to
so
be
good.
the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Dainsleif's quests are just like, lore.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
One quest per year. It's like a dang Beyonce album, you know? It's like your favorite K-pop group's comeback, you know? It's like, I love all the stuff around it, but I'm waiting for this one.
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
Paimon, in the morning, please don't scream at me and say very stupid things. I'm going back to bed.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Like, she literally screamed in my ears. And then she just disappears off into the ether like she always does. Maybe she was the mysterious man. Maybe she was doing her drag king look or whatever.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Thank you, Noelle. I'm not... I am a little tired, but... It's okay. Let's just go. Hey, Queen.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
How many Archon quests from has come back?
Did something happen?
Dane, don't tell me that you went down to the... You didn't go party with the boys last night. I know it's Pride, but we have things to do first, Dane. I told you we would do it after.
The missing person.
He's
from your
hungover.
commission. Could you describe them to me?
He's gonna be all grumpy all day long today because he's hungover. Somebody get him some salty food.
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
He's hungover,
appear to be
Paimon.
certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
You don't want to go back to Venti, Dainsleif.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
I mean, I don't know what you guys get up to in those bars. I just go for the party because y'all are nice and it's a really welcoming space for someone like me.
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Dainsleif! Oh my god, this is why we don't do work and play at the same time.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Dainsleif is sitting here trying to gaslight me into believing that he didn't just get really crazy and flirty and then ended up giving... Oh my goodness.
Wait, all the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all.
I think everybody's just gaslighting me.
But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it.
But I mean, like, if it's a memory, then it's already happened, and he somehow handed that to him. Something weird's going on.
I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory.
No, what if the memory's real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet.
But if I was able to tap into my brother's memories from the ley lines back in the day, and those were real, what makes this seem like some sort of fakeness?
However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh,
right, there's
so
only
you're
one way
going
to
to
find
take
out.
us to it?
But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone is on our tail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted the memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might have already had a plan. Lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
Show for me!
Why is he so tall? He got, you know those inserts that you can get for men use those inserts in the shoes to give them heels without making it look like heels? That's what he's using. This is my own speculation, but Dane and the Sinner sharing names with those from Norse mythology and the Loom of Fate seems like an obvious reference to the three fates from Greek mythos. Oh, oh, see, I love Genshin Impact because it references so much like mythology, like even stuff that I don't even focus on. Because you know, like we all like kind of like our own things. I love that. I love being able to do this with you guys because I'm the type of person that will watch a movie and like talk someone's ear off. Like I have to sit there and like hold my lips shut. And I'm not an annoying movie watcher. I know when to be quiet, but I want to talk, you know? And I love, this is such a good medium for that because we're able to still like watch and like express things, but with the medium of like having a chat really helps to put things into like the, you know.
Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
What, girl? Dane's, oh my goodness, get him a Gatorade. Pedialyte, somebody. Dane, you are being messy today.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Oh my god. I love my gay boys. They're so silly. You would stop here if you think you might be happy. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'll try to stay locked in. We can go over 10 o'clock. It's fine. Hi, Edu. Yeah, get yourself an ibuprofen and a breakfast burrito. Say a little prayer. Say a little prayer. We got to get this done, girl. I will yap because, girl, let's do it. Let's do it. It's fine. You're proud of me? I'm having a good time. I was honestly kind of scared that I was going to exhaust myself, but I think just communicating that I was a little bit nervous about, you know, putting in a little bit more hours. I think, you know me, I create a narrative in my head and then I just like start freaking out, but I'm having a good time. So, and I do like the Dainsleif quest and it just feels appropriate to just like keep this going. Also, my boyfriend and I have been like scheduling things a little bit differently because y'all know that these are like the days off that we have together. So he's been really into like 14 right now and he's streaming and it's just like, I don't know. It's just like working out that we can do a little bit longer streams.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up. Yoo-hoo!
Good charge!
Yoo-hoo! I'm so strong. I gotta remember, I'm so bad at doing Goro's stuff.
Rally!
Shower me with praise.
Pull in!
Flex up and step. You're granted now.
And
Someone
step.
needs assistance.
You heard from the leaks that a Goro Amigo humbled the sinners and making them hide in their room, eating mac and
As
cheese.
a dutiful maid would.
I think Mio T might have gotten some information mixed up, because that sounds like 3 different
It
people.
appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Mechanism activation procedure. Initiating. I love how crunchy her swings are. Yes. Mechanism activated. It seems as though there's a big robot at the top of these stairs. Let's catch up.
Shower me.
Advance!
Hello? Get up. I just wasted all my skills on you.
And step. I must leave no stone unturned.
Pull in!
Strike a pose.
Advance!
Blood fly. Observe. Break a leg. As a good knight should.
Everyone on me!
Add catch up. The first mechanism has been unlocked. It seems as though there's 2 more, possibly. A light is shining in the central area. Let's go down and investigate.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should
Oh,
unlock
God.
the mechanism.
Okay. Oh, this will be easy. Oh. Don't speak too soon, Fawn.
The door's
Oh.
open.
Hey.
Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
You don't think you'd survive in the Genshin world? I would. Because my vision would be like... What would my vision be? Oh my goodness. Now that I'm thinking of it, like, what would my actual vision be? By the way, guys, they have, like, real-life trading cards, don't they? That puzzle took you 10 minutes. It's okay. Sometimes puzzles just come at your brain the wrong direction, because I've done some silly stuff on stream too, where like a very easy puzzle just like confused me for some reason. I've been researching how to do divinations.
Looks like we can't go any further.
I'm getting into witchcraft, and I want to use trading cards. I already ordered 3 packs of Pokemon trading cards, and I'm going to do my first divinations on TikTok. Probably this week. Yes, I remember the Choose the Cutest Trees.
I sense the presence of the abyss.
I was like, maybe that'd be fun to do with Genshin Impact cards too.
It's the Abyss Order! They're
Yeah,
here!
basically Cranky like that. I love fighting these guys. Can I fight them? Yes! I haven't fought people in like weeks, man. Let's go.
Time to shine!
And step. Wait. And step.
Steady as stone. I'll catch up.
And step.
And step. Your grand
I love Yunjin is so like Yunjin is some people don't get Yunjin. Some people don't get Yunjin. You know? And step. Yes, girl. The way we have him in the wall, like step. Step, babe, step. Can you step? Wait, why's not oh, I'm walking. I was like, what's going on? Like in step. Like he's doing this eye stuff and it's so embarrassing because like he needs to learn how to step.
Strike is one. I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would. Shower me with flag fly and step. Leave it all to me.
And step. Like Geo, I know that y'all probably can like get this boss down in like 3 seconds, but Geo's all about like the stepping, flags. You know, it's like a pride parade. You know. Just get up on here, do a little dance on the table. You know. I keep walking.
Advance! Press the advantage! Flag fly and leap. As a good knight should. Time to shine! Strike a blow! I must leave no stone unturned. Observe! Strike is one!
Bro. Did he respawn? Cause I'm doing this thing. I feel like I thought he did something, but did he respawn? Why do I keep walking too? Something weird's happening. Let's reset. Okay. Come on over here. He glitched and respawn. Okay, it's fine. I was like, I'm embarrassed because did he just get his shield back up and I didn't get him down? Like I failed the DPS check or something.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Just make sure he comes back. Don't keep him in the wall, you know? Boom. He misstepped. Yeah. We were doing a choreography and it got weird.
The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Gio's not very suitable for breaking his shield. It's okay. It's okay. He's not very suitable for breaking down my team because every time he started stepping in the wrong way, I just healed up, you know? Skirk's Master is named after the fire that the giant sort of uses to start Ragnarok, but this is an interesting choice as Searchology served Odin, the ruler of Conria, named after the Odin. This could suggest that Ragnarok referenced in his name could either refer to the collapse of Conria or a big actual collapse of the world, but most importantly, his name means he is most likely just a tool to bring. See, I don't know a lot about Odin lore. But that's interesting.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Ragnarok referenced in his name could either refer to the collapse of Conroe or the big out. Okay. I got you. I got you.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that?
Odin's the Zeus of North. Okay, thank you. That contextualizes it way more.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too.
I feel
Do
like
as I
Paimon's
say.
from Conria because she
Use
has
that
the same
mechanism
effects.
over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion.
I gotta go ask Dainsleif.
If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Okay. Dane does have a point. Normally I don't listen to him when he's hungover, but he does have a point. But something still feels off. Like, what am I missing? And when Paimon awakens as the heavenly principles, then what? Oh, so like they don't like each other, so it's interesting that they're turning it on its head. Okay, I got you. Okay, we got a cutscene. Hi, Ineko, by the way.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Oh.
You risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
The Twilight Sword?
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Are they gonna fight? Two's twinks stand before me.
The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those Hilirchurls over there.
Yeah, Dainsleif knew that he was coming.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
Wait, I hear something.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound?
Girl, someone was talking in our head.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the Hilirchurls in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The Hilirchurls are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love.
Are the Hilirchurls talking?
Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
It's that voice again. I think the Hilirchurls are talking.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, softly. Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the Hilirchurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Strike a pose!
I honestly think Genshin is trying to pull off some sort of social experiment on the players to see if they can make us feel too guilty to kill the Hilirchurls before the game ends. It's working.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first... Thank you for your concern. But as far as I'm aware, it's been...
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
Oh my god. This just got even more complicated.
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying
Sorry,
you too
Hilirchurls, I know
much.
you're traumatized,
I'm
but Shincho
sure
needs
it's just
this.
my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
What's up with everybody in Sumeru just like never remembering anything? I mean, I get the samsara thing, but really every day?
Right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say, but I think Nahida is like
You're right.
messing with us
We should
again.
narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
The samsara curse is beginning again. How do I get up there as quick as possible? I bet I could do this. Yes, Spider-Man! Boom. Speed run. Noel parkour montage.
Someone's gone missing?
Samyang curse.
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier?
Paimon, don't waste your breath. He doesn't
around 20
know.
years old, and you said he was a kind
He doesn't
warm heart-
know.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Oh.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But
where'd he go?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Okay,
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
or maybe Hypatia has been around here, you know, filling the air with a little bit something. Not Duke, that's your job, Paimon. I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about the disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely that this is related to the memories in some way. I need to think carefully. Oh, here we go again. Oh my god. Okay. People forgot the missing person. We're presently...
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in
Right.
just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
It would also explain why we're bumping that beat.
Right. If he's someone who only... But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea! That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Planting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way these new memories could perfectly blend with the old ones. There must be some kind of tell. So, 360 seems time has not passed.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much
I literally
harder
have
to avoid
so much
suspicion.
sparkling water here with me because I knew I was going to be here for a minute.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place.
Oh, because
outside
that
of
one
the
girl was
regular
talking about how she
24
was
hours
talking to
of
her
the day.
boyfriend under the sunset.
If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for
Right.
people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day.
This reminds me of the Charlie XCX album Brat when it goes from 365 to 360.
That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific
A
moment in time
samsara.
rather than over a period of time.
Y'all, the synchronicity within the universe. Just one quick yap. The synchronicity in the universe. Tell me why I love Dendro so much. Dendro's story talked about samsara, a loop. Brat is green like Dendro. Brat has a famous loop at the end and the beginning of the album. Think about it. If we consider this in conjunction with Brat, with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to be an obvious answer. It's him.
We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager. But it turns out, we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission.
It's Dainsleif.
Dainsleif had memories implanted in... No. That... The color of the sky.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory.
No, for real though, Tyson, sometimes they just like, they take the conversation in a certain way and my brain genuinely while I'm streaming cannot register what they're asking me. Like I know, like obviously I knew where it was going, but I was like, what exactly are you asking me to say right now? Because let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's what...
Oh, I forgot to, Lettuce, I'm sorry, I forgot to check the tree. But we're going there now.
Assistance.
Who is that?
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose.
That's you?
Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things.
Oh, that's cute.
Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
You better not break her heart. No. No, you better be nice to her.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Is that Prince Eric? Wait a minute.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, hi. Hi. We finally found him. I didn't know he would...
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh?
He's a Conrian NPC because his model doesn't look like a character.
I'll head back to the village then.
I mean, obviously you know from
Talk
the
to
eyes or
you
whatever, but like, you get what I'm saying.
Some other time.
It's interesting though that they made his face and hair so unique because they haven't done that for other principal NPCs. You know, other principal NPCs normally just use like the same stuff. He's like a unique model. That's just something that I wanted to clock.
It's nice to see you, Traveler.
Oh, look at the little
I
sleeve.
believe this is the first time we've met.
You're factoring in the memories, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, and everything else. I need to think of the one person that can connect all of this together. Oh crap. The Visionary.
Dane's brother. One of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss. No. That doesn't seem right.
Girl.
I found... You're... Caribert Alberic.
Wasn't this from the Sumeru quest line? Oh, it was from the last Dane quest. Okay.
Oh.
I remember that name.
You know me?
Oh, because I was like in the dream and whatever, yeah.
I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it?
I'm like this in Final Fantasy XIV. If it's been a year, I don't remember that
You
one
saw
NPC. Like, I just can't.
The me from back then. This is a
But
memory.
once my memories jogged, I'm like, oh, right, it's that guy.
But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead.
I love his bangs.
Let's find somewhere else to talk.
Hello? Translation, farewell. Atosa, I apologize for making you know me, unwilling. Still, don't forget me. Okay, thank you, Vike, for the context. Okay. Is this that Natlan budget? Boom. Get into it, Hoyo. That's pretty. Is this what we're going to be getting in a couple months? This is nice. Oh my god. What is this place, Caribert?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
Me interjecting my digital footprint so big on the internet that I just now exist on the internet.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now the time has finally arrived.
This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Caribert as I possibly can. So what happened to you?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies
It's a fairy
comprehension.
domain.
Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction, in truth. I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Oh.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate.
Ooh, okay. Caribert is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Okay. So the Loom of Fate was a name that like I kind of accepted because you know sometimes they'll like use a noun that kind of refers to something tangible in fantasy, but it obviously refers to like an enigmatic sort of energy. So I was like, okay, maybe the Loom of Fate is just like an energy, but now it's starting to feel a little bit more tangible. That was a question that I had.
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
Like maybe it doesn't like actually exist, but like the loom, like it refers to like an action, something being produced. So I'm like, okay, so what does that mean though?
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form.
Okay.
I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Caribert through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far to introduce himself to all the residents in Vimar Village. So why did you do that, girl?
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
This is kind of the first character that I can recall that feels like they subverted my expectations as to who they were. He seems like almost like a victim or a cog in a machine.
I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
Yeah, he's motivated by more human things.
As if I had a chance at life.
This is like a pretty significant, I mean, like, we're getting a lot of lore, but this is also, like, to me, a pretty significant narrative point. I mean, I know that I'm quite ignorant. I've done, like, more of a crash course of the lore, but his vibe is a little bit different. I'm excited for Honkai Pickled. Does only existing in people's memory really count as living? I mean, did he ever really live if his whole life was... his purpose was to be a tool, a means to an end?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless?
Just like Focalor wanted to do something, like saw the grass was green on the other side. Like it's, you can understand. I can understand that.
But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Amadia.
Oh, that's pretty sad.
Granny Jahit. Atosa.
Do you think he loved her?
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village.
Yeah.
I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old.
His entire mind space is the tree they talked
consciousness
under.
left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness.
Wow. He's like, this is a pretty significant character.
Even the form you see before
I mean,
you
obviously,
was
because it's in a Dainsleif
nothing
quest,
but
but
an
you get what I'm
invention
saying.
based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
Wow. Wow, he really is like the impression of a consciousness. That's wild. Everyone's looking for you. They remember you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
Even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. Oh, so sweet. They believe you once lived among them. And aren't the memories... Oh my god, this is actually really... This is like really profound, isn't it? The importance of memories and the importance of like... Yeah.
I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? Caribert, what? The Loom of Fate is already complete? That means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Could someone have... Something happened to Dane? He's hung over right now. He can't fight.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The
Your
only
biggest
reason
fear
he
is
lost
losing your
the eye
memory?
was because I happened to
Yeah,
guess
I think-
exactly what he was planning.
I'm scared of that too. It's giving very Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time,
Yeah.
hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront
Terrible
the
news.
prince.
MLO has got one over us on us today.
He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location.
Me, Tropic Soul, you posting that. Me when I find out the Loom of Fate is complete.
That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that. When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
Oh.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
So when Dane froze up back then, and I thought that he was hung over from being at the gay bar, it was actually because a false memory was being implanted in his mind. Oh my god.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Dane had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. And now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what does MLO plan to do with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the Prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet, Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture.
I did notice that he was glitching earlier. Yeah.
In any case, I
That's
had
a
my own
secret.
use
That's
for
gonna
the
come
Loom
up
of Fate,
later. That's gonna
and
come
my
up
goal,
in like a year.
at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my Hilirchurl form. I suffered from an
the
indescribable
thing on the
level
I knew oh my
mental
goodness, I'm so
anguish.
stupid.
To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on
He
the
looks
form
just
of
like
a
his
little
dad
monster.
too.
That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the
Why am I
Hilirchurls.
over here, girl? I'm so into this. I'm like all the way over here. I'm sorry.
In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love.
So that thing that caused Hilirchurls to calm down back then was Caribert's story. I've never seen such compassion from MLO. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal. And instead of trying to create cheap dupes to sell off to unsuspecting customers, all he wanted to do was offer the Hilirchurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished.
Oh, the
and it's finally time to rest.
That's like really, oh my goodness, they be writing tragic stuff. No, Hoyoverse, y'all need to check on the mental health of your writers because they're tapping into like deep human emotions, and I wonder what's going on at home when they clock out. They're thinking about some stuff. They talk about stuff that's like really resonates, but like it's deep, you know?
Looks like I was too late to see Caribert one last time. Caribert's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
Are we finally gonna touch base? Yeah, some people
The
waited
chance to
years
just stop
for this.
and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. wouldn't you agree?
I can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean, I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword.
Aether, what are we...
Even after 500 years.
What are you going to do with the Loom of... What's going on?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken.
They're still asleep?
Yes. For 500 years now. Ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes?
Yes.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation.
So, brother, you're telling me this whole time the Heavenly Principles have been asleep? I'm gagged.
However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be. Or you could say that, just look at Caribert. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was.
That sleep must be real good.
And peaceful.
Well, I wonder, Edu, I mean, we don't know. Like, maybe if they tried to do it without all that big, convoluted plan, maybe they would have woken up, you know?
Even as a Hilirchurl,
maybe them being asleep was like the window of
terrible
opportunity.
Sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist?
In the Chinese version of the closest translation to the Heavenly Principles, it would be natural order. Oh, Crunky, that's actually interesting because that kind of has a more binary context, a more restrictive context, you know?
Of course. That's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
If they're building up Celestia to be like the overall evil, that means Celestia has a motivation that's going to be really good. I mean, if we got the level of writing that we got in Fontaine, when Celestia finally reveals why this is all happening, it's going to rock our world.
Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that.
Well, cause I figured that those hallways and the loading screens are from the intro cutscene, because I assume that that lady who like threw us away and then all those blocks formed was Celestia.
There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
Was it Lumine? I didn't hear it.
There's
Sorry.
just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled.
I saw that in the
between worlds
trailer.
together. You told me. You wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
They're in her hair too.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, There's something else you should know about this space. With Caribert gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
No.
Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
This is interesting narrative. This is interesting narrative because this whole time the audience has been alongside the protagonist. We know exactly what the protagonist knows. But I've been noticing since Fontaine has started, they've been changing how this protagonist is as a vehicle. We've been having a little bit less autonomy over how we can impress ourselves on them. And now we know something that our protagonist does not know. That's going to be cool. Unless she ends up remembering this after the cutscene. I don't know. Jail.
Okay, linguini for. Okay.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they
Here we are in the
saw us sleeping
Samsara.
near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Yeah, I learned about the Loom of Fate.
Really?
I guess our commission is complete then. I know who it is. It was that guy. Phantom Twink up in the sky or wherever he was. I don't remember. Let's go to the gay bar.
Well, what happened after that?
Girl, IDK. Maybe I'm just tired. I'm not sure why, but it feels like some...
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
I told you Paimon's voice isn't that squeaky.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party
Why are
yesterday.
you mad?
It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village.
Because
and he saw
of the
our missing
tragic way that
villager.
they treated the twins after 4 years of you guys waiting for them to reunite.
There he was,
Okay,
sleeping
I
under
got
that
you.
tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel
It's
like
3?
that really is
Oh.
what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Caribert. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
Now that's a unique name.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Caribert left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Yeah, Caribert's gone and the Loom of Fate is complete. Yes.
Paimon wonders how Atos is doing. Maybe
I
we
did,
should go
NT.
check on her. If she hasn't remembered like
Well, I saw the
everyone
dolls.
else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably...
That wasn't meaningful conversation. It's like the most meaningful dialogue we've had with our twins since the game launched in 2020.
doing?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Caribert now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life.
I'm telling you, memories, stories, oral history, you have to continue to tell your stories.
I'm just happy I got to meet him.
That's how our collective
So,
unconscious continues to
who
grow
cares what
and
happens in the
mature.
future? Right.
Actually, though, Paimon might, by the heavenly principles in her slumbery weakening form, I'm sure she was
I'll admit,
weakened in the collapse
I'm just
of
putting
Conria.
on a brave face.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I was dumped, wasn't I?
Oh, girl, Atosa. I think it was a little bit more complicated than that. But yes, if you want to water it down, yes, you were dumped.
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
Reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Caribert said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious.
She's so real. Like, all this complicated, she's like, I got dumped. Dang.
And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
She took it like a champ. I'd be crying at that tree. He won't come back. Maybe he'll come back. I don't know. I just miss him so bad.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Caribert?
What happened? I can't remember.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
Oh, Caribert's trying to help us remember. That was a good one. That was a good one. Okay, let's see if we can do some pulls, and then I got to go. Thank y'all so much for sticking around for the long stream. This one was a pretty long one. A lot of exposition, a lot of story. I could notice some people were falling asleep, going off to do their own things, but I feel so blessed that I have 70 people sitting here chilling with me, talking about some lore on our little video game. Let's see if we can get a pull at least. Claim the free wish. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Applesauce.
Thank you for Add Astro.
Okay. Y'all know me, I gotta go through everything. I have to do the chasm interlude first. Oh, for the okay. Well, yeah. We might end up doing that because I mean we still have to find stuff to do anyway. I know that the chasm's apparently really long, but if it's a Dainsleif quest, I don't care. I like that. It's not Dainsleif? Oh. Yeah, I have to do the chasm, I think. That's fine. Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll start that. I don't know. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Ooh.
Leave it to me. All of it.
Okay. Let's do it. Floran. Girl. Don't get lottery tickets tonight, y'all. Don't get lottery tickets tonight.
Whatever it is, what exactly
All right.
is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
Well, y'all, I'm taking my drag off, and I'm gonna go. I want to recommend something to you guys. Anime girlies, anime girlies, anime girlies. If you have Hulu right now, what's it called? What's it called? What's it called? I just started the first episode. My boyfriend and I are going to get back into it literally the moment I get this makeup off my face. It's what's it? Sand Dragon Ball. There is a new game that came. Sandland. Sandland is a It was written in 2000 by Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, and they created a video game for it, and they released an anime alongside it. We can raid someone. Let's see. They released an anime alongside it. But we started watching it just casually, and the first episode was really good. So I would definitely check that out. I don't know how it's going to end. I literally have only seen the first episode, but it was really, really good. Let's I don't have anyone to raid. Do you guys want me to raid anybody? Yeah, Damsel, what's your recommendation? The first episode was really fun. It was really charming. And you know what, honestly, y'all know me, I'm a purist. I like to watch the sub. Hulu only has the dub, and the dub was really good too. It's called Sandland. Sandland. It's Jolted. Okay. Yeah, we'll raid them. We will start that up. Let's start up. It's that time. So everyone, I just want to tell you, yes, I will be streaming tomorrow. We are going nonstop, but we are at the end of the week, so I just want to go ahead and close that ritual off. I'm that kind of a person. Like I can't even go to bed unless everything's in the right place. So it just feels like the end of the week. I just want to tell you guys thank you so much. Like literally every stream, people have been showing up and just giving me support and energy, and y'all know me. I feel so much gratitude towards that. Thank y'all for all of the fun Genshin watch parties. We're going to keep the party going, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to ping you on the Discord as streamies when it's almost my turn to come up. It's going to be on Water Shiny stream, and it's going to be a charity drive for queer people. So hopefully I can see you guys there. I'm going to just show out and have a good time. Y'all know me. I'm not a VGC battler, but I'm going to have a really good time and just show out and just sort of try to give my battle day self, and hopefully we can have some entertainment in that. So I can't wait to see y'all again. Let's start this battle roulette.